Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Paul again at the Fitnessgeektv. So today we're looking at what to do if you're in a rut and how to build better workout habits. So let's get to it. There's lots of possible reasons that you're in a rut right now, but don't let it get to you. There's plenty of things we can do to help bust you out of that rut. So chances are, if you're in a bit of a workout funk, there's probably a few reasons behind it. So maybe you're just not enjoying the type of workout that you've been doing, you're getting a little bit bored of it, or maybe you've just not been seeing the results that you expect, so it's just easy to quit. Maybe your lifestyle's changed and you're working from home now, so it's just not so inspiring to get outside and exercise. Or maybe you're just not able to go to the gym and you just got no idea what you should be doing. So the first thing to know is it's okay. We all go through these little ruts. It happens to the best of us. Even personal trainers like myself, we all go through these periods where we lack a little bit of inspiration and we need to do something to give us a metaphorical kick up the backside. Often these ruts happen for a number of reasons. So it could be that you've just missed a couple of workouts for some reason and then you're out of that routine now, you're really finding it hard to get back. Or sometimes what happens is we lose a key trigger to our previous habits. So for example, if you're used to working out with a good friend of yours and she moves away, then that trigger is no longer there. So we need to find something else to trigger that habit back. After that, it's quite easy to get into a sort of downward spiral sometimes. You're not working out as much, so you don't sleep as well. You make worse food choices the next day, and so on and so on. So again, what we need to do is re-establish the reasons why you're working out in the first place, find something that you enjoy, and we need to make habits simple and obvious at the beginning. So where do we start? So the first thing to do, I think, is to re-establish the importance of exercise in your life. You can do this by making sure you set some goals for yourself and have a real good think about what it is you want to achieve, not just on a physical sense, but also from an overall health point of view, and understand how those health benefits could help affect other aspects of your life as well. So if you haven't already, I definitely recommend you go and watch my video on goal setting, and this could help give you some real good foundation principles from which to base the rest of your workout regimen. For many of us, it may take a fairly significant change to our lifestyle if we want to get back to those routines, but it definitely doesn't have to be hard. We can start by assessing our day. If you take at your schedule and think, when is the best time for me to work out, it gives me the least chance of bailing on it. So if that's first thing in the morning and you know you can get out of the door and into the gym before you start work, then that's great. Just make sure you schedule that in your diary. And if it has been a while since you last exercised, try and start with something that you really enjoy. So whether that's just a yoga class at home or a walk in the park with your friends, just doing something simple that can start building those exercise habits again is really effective. And can you be accountable to someone? So if you can have a team member, someone on your side, either someone working out with you, maybe even set up a bet, so every time you miss a day of training, it actually costs you something. Start small. So this is a real key. Make sure that your habits are so easy that it's impossible to fail at it. How about 5 minutes of yoga or stretching in the morning? So the goal here isn't to get a killer workout in 5 minutes, it's just about building the habit, and then you can build on that later. So a keystone habit is essentially one larger habit that affects all the others. So for me, for example, this is always food. If I eat well, I know I'm going to sleep well, I'm going to exercise well the next day. So getting that food right for me is a real key to making sure that I stick to the rest of my workouts and lifestyle habit. Trigger habits are usually a fairly simple habit, but that precedes and leads into another. For me personally, if I'm not really feeling it that day and I feel like maybe I want to miss my workout, the best thing for me to do is to go and grab a foam roller, just do some foam rolling and do 5 minutes of breathing exercises. And no matter how tired I was before, 95% of the time, that reinvigorates me and gets me in the mood to have a proper workout. So finding those trigger habits are really useful. And then lastly, we're going to make sure we're checking off those habits and keeping a record. Even if you have just a very simple check-off list of how many days in a row you've done your stretching, how many days in a row you've eaten your high-protein breakfast, these simple habits, just building that consistency is a real key to making sure that you stay motivated. Now what I want from you guys is to make sure you make a comment for me below. So I want to know 3 things. So number 1, what is the exercise goal you're going to set for yourself that you cannot fail at? Number 2, what is the one nutrition habit that you're going to implement that you cannot fail at? And then thirdly, where are you going to keep a track of the habits where it's visible for you? And finally, before you go, don't forget to like the video. Chances are that if you've enjoyed it, someone else will enjoy it too, and maybe it'll help them get out of their rut. So by helping me, you'll be helping someone else too. And if you'd like to know when I'm releasing my next videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified when I do. Okay guys, stay fit, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon.